All right, it's the moment of truth. I've been gone a little over a month. The front looks okay. I did lose some pansies, but not a lot, just one container. Let's see what happens out here. It says it's 60 something degrees. 62. I didn't water that, so. Oh my. That's a bougainvillea. Or is it? No. What is that? That's a trumpet vine. Too much water. Oh, way too much water in those saucers. Roses are in bloom. Beautiful. And those were in bloom. Those are the proven winners. Something. Can't think of it right now. Not as bad as when I came back last time, with the wind had blown everything over. The bougainvillea. It is going to freeze this week, I think. So pansies are doing okay. More pansies. You know, I can't even think of the name of these plants. Does look like the daylilies didn't get a lot. No, that's wet enough. And the roots are to the surface. That's not good. That's interesting. That doesn't really look like a weed, does it? What is that? A tomato plant, I think. Oh, interesting. Big weed. There's a hibiscus that didn't get water. My beautiful yellow one died. A couple hibiscus. Euchera, tangerine crossvine. Another euchera, did okay. Here's a hibiscus still in bloom. This crepe myrtle doesn't look good at all. This doesn't look like it got any water at all. Well, that's too bad. I love this crepe myrtle. Let's see, was the water off? Wait a minute. No. It shows that it was on. No, there's definitely, maybe it's just dead for the winter. Sleeping. Wow, look at these weeds. Speaking of weeds, there's her weed still growing. Whoa, look at the size of those. These are blueberries. I missed the bloom. I missed it. Oh darn, I didn't even have a camera on it. This one doesn't look very good at all. It's wet, but not over here. It's not completely dry. Johnny jump ups. Violas are looking good. Grapes are resting, I hope. Oh, darn it. I think maybe this hydrangea is okay. It must have gotten enough water. Oh, I missed this bloom the first time, the first one. That's okay. Looks like these daylilies conked out. Not sure why. I should have gotten water. I honestly can't remember what that is. This is where I was going to dry this out so that that tree wouldn't excel so much. I'd already oh, here's the other crepe myrtle. Dropped all his leaves. I think they're okay. Now these guys weren't on water. They were this the sage and the ground cover. Man, talk about weeds. Look at the size of those. Beautiful violas. Look at the pansies. There's a white rose, a climbing rose back there. And that's, why can't I think of any of the lantana that kind of just grows on its own, does its own thing. Here's the photinia, they look fine. The bamboo looks okay. The rainbow ascot, these are fruit trees. Those are fruit trees. And here's another bamboo that's looking better. This little rose is still going for it. That is jasmine? Can't remember. Nectarine and apricot are the other way around, resting. Look at that. Oh. This is the proven winners, peach something or another. What's the name? Go back. Oh, it's got a bloom. At last. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Those cute little guys. The ground cover is still growing. It's cute. The snapdragons continue. Marigolds are hanging in there even though it got cold. They won't. Weeds, big ones. And those are volunteer Johnny Jump Ups, I believe, on the citrus, which I don't think are gonna go another season. Honeysuckle, we're trying to come back. Again, the trumpet vine took off. Minor. Everything's okay. Some things I didn't water, and I expected that. They were just annuals. That's the zinnias that were annual. Could be worse. Could be worse. Certainly a riot of color here on 1 January. It's cool out, even though it says it's 62. So bottom line, I lost a few pansies out front, and I may have lost a daylily or two. Gained a tomato plant or a pepper plant, one of the two. We'll find out. The annuals were expected to die. That's the pomegranate, actually, isn't it? Yeah. I did lose the hibiscus, and I didn't want to do that. Love that one. I may have lost a hydrangea. We'll find out. Boy, this is looking fabulous, actually. Much better than it was. What else? What else? That's really about it. It's hard to tell if the daylilies are resting or dead. That's it, really. Not bad at all. Things that are expected to die, like the marigolds, are going to do that. Love it. And out front, that was it. Just the couple pansies in one container. Not too awfully bad at all. Not too bad at all. Yay for me. Yay for these plants. Pretty. I really gotta get after those weeds tomorrow. Boy, they're massive. So I was getting ready to film out front. It looks pretty good, like nobody's home to watch me. You know, I'm a little insecure about that. I don't have my lights down yet. That's my little tape jobs and away trips. The grasses all did well. The Nandina did okay. There's Creeping Jenny from last year. Lantana are okay. They'll die off for the year when it gets real cold, which we're expecting this weekend. That grass isn't making it, and it hasn't been. It's nothing to do with me being gone. It's getting water. Somebody's tree dropped a lot of leaves. A lot. Let's see if I can... Those trees. I had mine taken out, so I wasn't that neighbor. The sedum are okay. Some may freeze this year. That doesn't look like it's doing too well. Blue fescue. This is where the tree was, and because the root is still in there. The root was massive, took over the whole yard. Lantana are going to freeze. Though I can cut them back probably anytime. More of the grasses. I did lose a euchra last time I was gone. I didn't get enough water. But these two are doing okay. The arborvitae are doing okay. And I don't know how to cut their water off, but I'm going to have to start cutting some water. Because they're going to freeze. Look at that weed. Oh my word. It's not mine. Thank goodness. What that is, that's not a weed. That's a privet. Oh. Gosh darn these things. I cut them back, a hedge of privets. They're still trying to grow. I cut them back. They were tall, and I thought they were pretty cool until a gypsy moth or something. These caterpillars got a hold of them. All right, let's try to keep this down. This is the newspaper guy that always lets people know nobody's home. Beautiful little pansies, huh? They looked better yesterday. This one did die. The grasses are still alive. That's a lantana. It's expected to die. And my little red bird of paradise, which I wanted to grow up so I could open my curtains and have a nice, something pretty to look at. It's in my neighbor's house. I can cut them down now or later, it doesn't matter. Yeah, that's it. That's the outdoors. I'll go ahead and include that on the video. Yeah, I don't have much room here, do I? It's a weird building. Whatever was in there, I took those out. They were probably some sort of sedum or succulent. That's it, guys. That's it. That's the front. Did okay. Still gotta turn off the water and disconnect the timers. That's a weed. Wait, what is that? Oh, look at the size of that. Oh, these weeds. Obviously, I've got to do some weeding in the next couple days. All right, talk soon.